For joining us. We have team coverage on all of these angles for you tonight. Heather Walker talked with Abigail's parents. Ken Kolker has new details about what Jason Dalton told police after his arrest.
Well, we want to start tonight with 24-hour News 8's Leon Hendricks, who has been sifting through those 911 calls. Leon.
Brian and Susan, good evening. Some of the unsung heroes in all of this are the 911 dispatchers here in Kalamazoo County, the people who took the first calls from those who were experiencing terror that night.
Kalamazoo County 911.
We just heard gunshots.
Kalamazoo County 911.
I'm at the Kalamazoo Cracker Barrel, and there's been gunshots in a car.
I don't know. The car sped off, please.
The calls kept coming in that night as terror gripped Kalamazoo County. Desperate calls for help that emergency responders were able to learn in due time were all connected.
It's a blue HHR, dark blue, and it drove off right as we pulled up.
In one call, you can hear the caller trying to keep shooting victim Tiana Carruthers stabilized.
Please don't move. They coming, okay? Please don't move. We got the kids. Please don't move. Just stay there.
911 calls were part of a package of new information released about the Kalamazoo killings today. Police also released reports that detailed Jason Dalton's bizarre behavior that night, a first clue that some of this was premeditated. After Carruthers was shot, police say Dalton switched out cars and spoke to his wife in the process. He gave her a handgun, told her she wasn't safe without it. He then told her that she wouldn't be going back to work and the kids wouldn't be going back to school. Told her, the report says, quote, she would see what he was talking about on the news. She last spoke with him at 8:30 that night before the murders took place.
2 cars have been shot up. There's 3 people in one car, and one guy is not moving.
Newly released dash cam video shows how it all ended. A calm Jason Dalton pulled over, pulled out of his car, and arrested. In his pocket, a 9mm Walther brand handgun with an extended clip. He was escorted to the police cruiser, police say, silently staring straight ahead as they asked him basic questions, and he ignored. Just before 1 a.m., the terror was over. Aside from coordination between multiple law enforcement agencies, it is clear that key information from witnesses who were able to give police detailed information about what they saw helped bring this situation to a close. Brian and Sue.
All right, Leon Hendricks, thank you for that. And our team coverage continues tonight with Ken Kolker, who has uncovered some new disturbing information about Dalton from those police interviews. Ken?
Yeah, this report here was released by the Kalamazoo City Attorney's Office this afternoon, and it reveals some of the disturbing things that were said during the interviews in the hours after the mass killings. Dalton told police little at first, pleading the Fifth Amendment, but police kept pushing, saying the families of his victims and his family deserved answers. He softened a bit, saying he did not know a child had been shot and that he was sorry for that. But then it quickly turned bizarre. Dalton told police that the Uber app on his phone had taken over. He had only recently started driving for Uber and spent that night picking up and dropping off fares, all during that shooting spree. He said he saw the Eastern Star symbol, then the devil pop up on his phone through the Uber app. He described the devil as a quote-unquote horned cowhead that would give him assignments. He said he picked his targets randomly, but that he did not recall the killings at Sealy Kia. But he told police he remembered the shootings at the Cracker Barrel, says he never aimed and didn't remember the feeling of the gun in his hand, only the sound of pop, pop, pop. Dalton was wearing a bulletproof vest at the time of his arrest and was carrying a loaded 9mm handgun. He told police he did not get into a shootout with them because the color of the Uber app went from black to red. Now, Dalton had no known mental health issues before this, which is why he could legally own a gun. But a judge has ordered a psych exam to see if he is competent to stand trial. As for police, we spoke with Chief Hadley, who says he doesn't believe he was motivated by that Uber app. Live in Kalamazoo, Ken Kolker, 24-hour News 8.
All right, Ken. Yeah. Now, more questions rather than answers in a very complex case. Ken Kolker reporting live. Thank you for that.